Hi, I'm Dr. Dhanasekhar. I'm a pediatric gastroenterologist practicing at Chennai and I'm a pediatrician as well. For those of you who are watching my channel, thank you very much. And this video is going to be in English for those of you from all over India who've been asking me about videos in English too. Thank you very much. Now, before we start, I would like to say the topic today is going to be about giving sugars to children or whether they are harmful or good. Before we jump into the topic, one has to understand that sugar is available in different forms. Sugars can be as monosaccharides, bisaccharides, and it can also be as polysaccharides as well. For example, that the food that you take, say for example, the lactose which is present in cow's milk or breast milk is a sugar as well. So it's practically impossible for a human to survive without sugar, although you might want to avoid sugar being added on to foodstuff. So that takes us to a different world. Now, what are the other foods that contain sugar? So let's say for example, you take fruits. Fruits contain fructose and of course they contain hexose as well. Some of the foods contain maltose and sugars are plenty and abundant in all the foods that we eat. Say for example, we have a child at home who's just born and who's going to be started on solids after 180 days. One has to understand that the food that they're going to consume should not contain any salt or sugar. Now, why would I say this from the beginning is because there have been a lot of scientific advances and progresses in the last 20 to 30 years, which has clearly shown that adding sugar and salt onto a child's diet at the age commencing weaning can lead to hypertension and diabetes later on in their lifetime. Now, that raises an eyebrows to a few of you who are watching it, but one has to be reminded that adding extra sugar onto the diet is the harmful thing. What else can be a problem? Now, the good things about sugars is you need sugars to grow, you need sugars to develop, and of course you need sugars to survive. So any organ in the body, take your brain or your heart or your liver or your spleen, they all need sugar to function effectively. So for those of you who are watching me just talking in front of you, you need to understand that sugar is the most important component that is keeping me going right now. So whenever there's a lack of energy, sugar comes from the rest of the body to actually help me out, and that's exactly where it is. Let's look at the red cells or the erythrocyte. It's very important for the erythrocytes to carry oxygen all over the body so that it can function effectively. Moreover, it is also very important for a toddler in your home to grow and develop, and they need the sugars for their cell multiplication. So these are the good things about sugar. Now, what is the myth about this? Now, we all know that artificial sweeteners cannot be given to children under the age of 2 years. Sugar can lead to behavioral problems such as hyperactivity, tantrums and craving, which means that they will be actually asking you for more of the same during the course of time. So that is not the side effect, but the major problem comes when we think that giving sugars in other forms such as jaggery or brown sugar or honey will actually help the baby. Now, I have discussed about honey and artificial sweeteners in my rest of the videos, but I very clearly said that any sugar that is taken can give you a sharp rise in your blood sugar. Either be the form, it's only a matter of a few seconds or minutes before your body starts showing the response to the high sugars. So one needs to understand that adding sugar is basically the problem, and there can be foods without any added sugar, but we need to understand that foods contain sugar and they can be in different forms. So sugar is not harmful, it is something that your body needs to survive. Only when it goes overboard, then that becomes a problem. For those of you who always want to know what kind of foods to give, I have effectively and very emphatically said different menus and different foods for children from the age of 6 months going on till 1 year, and after 1 year they can have a normal family diet. So please do watch, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And SS Childcare, the debate is on for this week whether to give sugars or not, and what are good sugars and what are bad sugars. Thank you very much for watching. This is Dr. Dhanasekhar signing off. I'll see you again next week with another new topic. Thanks very much. Until then, bye-bye.